Hello students, in the last lecture we are going through the some special groups, then theorems on the groups. Now in our lecture we are start with the definition of an order of an group. So what is an order of an group? The number of elements of an finite or infinite is called its order. If some group is given to us, the number of elements in that group is nothing but the order of an group. It is very simple. Then it is denoted by order of G, or it is denoted by, this is notation, order of G or O. O of G is nothing but the order of an G. For example, order of Z plus. So what is the order of an group? A number of elements in that group. We know that in the set of integers there are infinite number of elements. Therefore, order of Z plus is nothing but infinity. Then order of R plus. In also R there are infinite number of elements. Therefore, order of R plus is infinity. Then order of Zn plus. In Zn there are, in Zn we know that the number of elements in Zn are nothing but, how many elements in Zn? Zn is equal to 0, 1, 2 up to so on, n minus 1. Therefore, which are total? N number of elements. Therefore, order of Zn plus is equal to n. Order of U of n. U of n is nothing but, for this U of n we have to know. Therefore, U of n. Which group is U of n? U of n is a set of all those elements. X belongs to set of natural numbers such that 1 less than equal to x less than equal to set of natural numbers such that GCD of an x with n is equal to 1. Okay, so U of n is a set of all those natural numbers 1 less than or equal to small n. 1 less than or equal to small n, such as GCD of an x with n is equal to 1. For example, if we consider U of 4, therefore U of 4 is equal to set of all those members 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to, here n value is 4, such that GCD of an x with 4 is equal to 1. Therefore, which elements are taken in that group? GCD of an x with 4 is equal to 1. We know that the set of natural number start with 1. Therefore, GCD of an 1 with 4 is 1. Okay, GCD greatest common divisor is 1. Then GCD of n 2 with 4 is 2. Therefore, GCD is not 1. Okay, GCD of n 3 with 4 is again 1. Therefore, the elements are U of 4 is equal to 1 and 3. Therefore, here the order of n U of 4 is nothing but the phi of n. We know that the phi of n is also that definition. X belongs to, this is a set of x belongs to natural numbers with that 1 less equal x less equal and such that GCD of an x with n is equal to n, and therefore it is order of U of n is nothing but the phi of n. Okay, then the next in here we here it should be written phi of n is equal to x belongs to set of natural number 1 less equal x less equal n such that GCD of x with n is equal to 1. Then the next is order of Z star. We know that the Z star is a set of all those elements whose inverse is exist in Z star. We know that here the only inverse of 1 and minus 1 is exist in Z star. Therefore, order of only two elements are present in Z star. Therefore, order of Z star is equal to 2. Then order of Zi star. Zi star is nothing but the set of Gaussian integer. Therefore, Zi is a set of Gaussian integer and Zi star is a set of all those elements whose inverse is exist in the Zi. Therefore, there are only 4 elements is included in the Zi, 1, minus 1, I and minus I. Therefore, its order is 4. Order of Dn. We know that the Dn, what is group Dn? We discuss the form of an Dn in the first session of an group theory. Therefore, if you doesn't know the what is an Dn, therefore this should be you should look at the first session of our group theory lecture. Therefore, order of an Dn is nothing but the 2 into n. N is nothing but this. Dn is nothing but the 2 into n. Then the next is an order of an element. Then what is an order of an element? The order of an element A in the group G is the least positive integer n such that A raised to n is equal to identity. In addition notation, this would be n into a is equal to identity is equal to 0. Therefore, order of element is nothing but the, here we look at the least positive integer n such that a raised to n is equal to identity, where identity is nothing but the identity of the group G. Now example, find the orders of elements in Z plus. Now first we consider the all elements of an group Z. We know that the Z is equal to, what is the set of Z? Z is nothing but the 0, 1, 2 up to so on. Here infinite number of elements and also negative integers are also infinite. Okay. Now first we consider the element. We know that under binary operation plus, the identity inside is nothing but the 0. Therefore if we look at the order of an element 0, order of element is 0 is equal to 1, since under addition, consider here, look at here, in addition notation, the order of element, how we find out the order of an element, the list, we consider the least positive integer n such that a raised to n is equal to identity, and in the addition notation we consider it as n into a is equal to identity. In the addition notation it should be under addition notation, the identity should be 0. Therefore if we consider the a element as an 0, therefore we have to find such a least positive integer n such that n into 0 is equal to 0. Therefore the least positive integer is nothing but 1. Therefore 1 into 0 is equal to 0. Therefore order of 1 is nothing but this n. Okay, here n value is 1, therefore order of 0 is equal to 1. Now but for any non-zero a, if we consider the any non-zero element belongs to Z, we consider here a, for any non-zero element a belongs to Z, we cannot find a least positive integer n such that n into a is equal to 0. Okay, now if we consider the any non-zero element belongs to Z, suppose consider here 2 belongs to Z, can we find the least positive integer n such that n into 2 is equal to 0? If we here we how we find the least positive integer n such that n into 2 is equal to 0, we cannot find. Okay, so this least positive integer, it doesn't exist in the set of integer. Therefore here the order of a, where for any non-zero element belongs to Z, is infinity. Okay, the order of element, therefore the order of an element in Z is only 1 and infinity. 1 order of an, where order of 0 is 1 and the any non-zero element order should be infinity. Then next, find the order of elements in Q star dot. Here we know that in Q star is a group under multiplication. Here identity is 1. Therefore we know that the Q star dot is nothing but the set of rational number. Here integers are included, 0 is included. Then first we consider under multiplication the identity is 1. Therefore order of 1 is 1, order of minus 1 is 2, minus 1 is 2. How it should be find? Order of 1 is 1. How it should be find? Because we have to look at the integer, and here under multiplication the order we have to find. Therefore the definition of an order is nothing but a raised to n is equal to identity. Here identity is 1. Okay, so for here we consider a as an 1. Therefore we have to find such a n positive integer such that 1 to that power is nothing but is equal to 1. Therefore here least positive integer is nothing but 1. So here n value is 1, and therefore the order of n 1 is nothing but the 1. If we consider the element minus 1, therefore for the order of n minus 1 we have to look at such a positive integer n such that minus 1 to the power that n is equal to identity. Identity is 1. Therefore which power should be taken? You know that the minus 1 to the bracket square, minus 1 square is equal to 1. Therefore here the least positive integer is nothing but 2. Therefore order of n minus 1 is equal to 2. Therefore order of 1 is equal to 2, order of minus 1 is equal to 2. And for any non-zero element other than 1 and minus 1, we consider any element. Okay, here we know that the 2 is belongs to Q star. Therefore, for finding the order of n2, we have to look at the such a positive integer and such that 2 to the power n is equal to identity. Identity is 1. Here, how we find such a least positive integer and such that 2 to the power n is equal to 1. We cannot find such a positive integer and such that 2 to the power, that power should be is equal to 1. So for the any non-zero element other than 1 and minus 1, order of A is equal to infinity. Therefore order of 1 is 1. Since 1 to the power 1 is equal to 1, order of minus 1 is equal to 2, since minus 1 square is equal to 1, and order of A for any non-zero element belongs to Q star is equal to infinity. Now next is find the order of elements in Z4 plus. We know that Z4 is how many elements are included? 4. Z4 is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. Therefore we have to find the order of n 0. We know that Z4 is an group under addition, therefore the identity should be 0. Therefore 0 into 1 is equal to 0. Therefore here order should be 1. Then order of 1, which positive integer should be multiplied to 1 so that its order should multiplied to 1 so that it is equal to the 0. We know that under Z4 we have to look at the order of n1. Therefore we have to find such a positive integer and such that n into 1 is equal to 0. Here 0 is nothing but the identity belongs to Z4. Okay, therefore in Z4 which element should be multiplied, which integer should be multiplied to n1 such that is equal to 0. In Z4 we know that the modulo 4 into 1 is equal to 4. Modulo 4 is nothing but 0. Okay, here the least positive integer is 4 and therefore the order of 1 is equal to 4. Since 4 into 1 is equal to 4, which is identically 0. Then what is an order of n2 in Z4? Since 2 into 2 is equal to 4, which is congruent to 0 in the Z4. Therefore order of n2 is equal to 2, and order of n3, we know that 3 into 4 is equal to 3 into 4 is 12, and modulo 4 it is again 0, since 4 into 3 is equal to 12. Okay, so order of n3 is equal to 4. Therefore order of elements in Z4 is 1, 2 and 4. Now the next is find the next example, find the order of elements in Z star, Zi star and U of 6. Now this is a homework for you. We have to find the order of elements in Z star. We know that the Z star, which elements are included 1 and minus 1, and Z star is a group under multiplication, therefore the identity here is 1. Therefore find the order of n1 and find the order of n minus 1 in Zi star. We know the elements in Zi star is nothing but 1 minus 1, I and minus 1, I and minus I, and this is also in group under multiplication, and therefore the identity is 1. Then also find the elements of an order of an elements in that group and U of 6. This is also this group elements are also given to you. U of 6 is nothing but, we know that the U of 6 is a set of all those elements belongs to a set of integers such that whose GCD with 6 is equal to 1, and we know that the U of 6 is group under multiplication. Okay, this should be remember, this is an group under multiplication. Okay, under multiplication, therefore identity should be 1. Okay, then find the elements. First find the elements of that group and then find under multiplication what is an order of each element of an group. Okay, now the next is an subgroup. Then this topic is also studied by you in the TYBSc. So we start with the definition of an subgroup. Then what is an subgroup? If a subset H of an group G itself is an group under the operation of an G, then we say that H is an subgroup of an G. When we consider H as an subgroup of an G, when H itself is an group, when H itself satisfies the properties of an group, then we say that H is an subgroup of an G, and the notation of an subgroup is this. H is a subgroup of G, and H is an, this is less equal notation is for subgroup, and when strict notation should be given, H strict less than G, this nothing but the H is a proper subgroup of G. When this notation is given, then we say H is a proper subgroup of Ng, and when this notation is given, then we say that H is a subgroup of Ng. Now H is strict notation is given means proper subgroup means what? H is a subgroup of G, but H is not equal to G. Proper subgroup means what? H is not equal to G. H is a subgroup of G, but H is not exactly is equal to G, is nothing but the proper subgroup of an group G. Then E star and G itself is called as an improper or the trivial subgroup of the group G. The identity of that group G, singleton identity, and G itself is said to be an trivial or non-proper subgroups or non-proper or improper subgroup of that group G, and other that singleton identity or the any subgroup other than that group G is said to be a proper subgroup of an group G, and singleton identity and G are said to be an improper or trivial subgroups of the group G. Now the most important theorem for the subgroup, how we define or prove any set given of the group G is a subgroup. So first of all, the subgroup test. Let G be a group and H is a non-empty subset of the group G. Then H is a subgroup of G if and only if AB inverse belongs to H for all AB belongs to H. Then what should be given in the statement? For the group G, H is any subset, non-empty subset. This is the most important. H is a non-empty subset of the group G such that H is a subgroup of G if and only if, this is an if and only condition, if and only if for all AB belongs to H for any two elements of the group G, for any two elements AB belongs to group H, AB inverse, A into B inverse belongs to that set H. Okay, this is the most important thing for the proof of subgroup. In addition notation, when we consider notation as an addition, when we consider binary operation as an addition, in that case we prove H is a subgroup of G if here under multiplication B inverse should be considered, and under addition minus B is considered. Then H is a subgroup of G if A minus B belongs to H for all AB belongs to H. So the proof is, let G is a group and H is a subset of a group G such that H is not equal to, H is non-empty. Okay, let G is a group and suppose consider H is any subset of an group G such that H is non-empty. H non-empty is already given in the statement. Now first suppose that H is a subgroup of G. We consider first H is a subgroup of Ng, then H is a subgroup of G, and we have to show that AB inverse belongs to H for all AB belongs to G. The claim is AB inverse belongs to H for all AB belongs to G. Now since H is a subgroup of G, this is the notation of an subgroup. Okay, H is a subgroup of G, that is here we know the definition of a subgroup. The subgroup itself is an group, therefore H is itself is an group. Now let consider for the B belongs to H, B inverse belongs to H. We know that the properties of an groups. So for any element B belongs to H, it inverse also belongs to that group. Okay, for B belongs to H, B inverse belongs to H by inverse property. Thus if we consider the any element A belongs to H, okay, by closureness for B inverse belongs to H, AB inverse also belongs to H. We know the property closureness of an group group G. Since H is an group, for the any AB belongs to group G, A into B belongs to that group G. Okay, so for A belongs to H, B inverse belongs to H by closureness, A into B inverse also belongs to H. Therefore this is proved. We have to prove this. Okay, so in the first case we consider H is a group of G and we proved that AB inverse belongs to H. Now conversely, let consider for AB inverse belongs to H, for AB belongs to H, we have to show that H is a subgroup of Ng. Now for a subgroup, for proving the subgroup we have to satisfy, we know that the subgroup is itself is an group, therefore we have to satisfy the four properties of an group. Therefore for the first property, let A belongs to H by the given condition, we have A into A inverse. Now first we prove the identity is exist in that group, that is we have to show that first it is a non-empty. Okay, let A belongs to H, we consider the element A belongs to H for by the given condition. Okay, if we consider A belongs to H and also we consider B is equal to A. Okay, so B inverse is equal to what? A inverse. Therefore, by given property, we have given AB inverse belongs to H. For AB belongs to H, AB inverse belongs to H. Therefore, we consider A belongs to H and we consider B itself is an A. Okay, so by given condition A into A inverse, we know that the A into A inverse is nothing but the identity, so identity belongs to H. Therefore, existence of identities happen in the set H. Okay, now the second property, since E belongs to H, here we prove E belongs to set H, and for we consider the any A belongs to H. Therefore, by the condition, okay, we have condition given AB inverse belongs to H and we consider the any two elements E belongs to H and the A belongs to H. By this property, E into A inverse is equal to A inverse belongs to H, that is inverse of the every element is exist in the set H. Okay, so second property, inverse existence also happened in the set H. Now the third property, we have to look at the closureness. Let's consider AB belongs to H. As B belongs to H, this is implies B inverse belongs to H. Why this happens? Because second property we are prove, that is for A belongs to H, A inverse is also belongs to H. Therefore, let's consider B belongs to H. Therefore, B inverse is also belongs to H. Since B inverse belongs to H by the star, this property AB inverse belongs to H, A into B inverse inverse is equal to B inverse inverse is nothing but B is equal to AB belongs to H. That is for all AB belongs to H, we have proven A into B is also belongs to H. Therefore, closureness is holds. And the last property is nothing but the associative. Let's consider ABC belongs to H and H is a subset of an G. This is already given in the statement, as G is a group and H is a non-empty subset of an group G. Here for A, therefore H is a subset of an group G. Since H is a subset of an group G, any three elements of the set H are nothing but the elements of an set G. Therefore, for ABC belongs to H, ABC also belongs to G, and since G is a group, associativity holds in the group G. Therefore, associativity holds in the group G. Therefore, for these three elements, is associativity holds in the group G, and this is implies associativity holds in also H. Therefore, the associativity holds in H. Therefore, all the properties of n groups are satisfied in the H. Therefore, H is itself is an group. H is itself is an group. Therefore, H is a subgroup of the group G. Therefore, this theorem is an proof. What we have done overall, we have given G is a group and H is a non-empty subset of an group G, and we have to prove when we have to prove any set of the group G is a subgroup of an group G, we have to prove only this property, AB inverse belongs to H for the any two elements AB belongs to H. Therefore, this should be proved in that theorem. Now the examples on these subgroups we should be done in the next lecture. Okay, thank you.